lived there till I was about two years old, and my parents moved to Meridian, Mississippi. We lived in Meridian, Mississippi a little bit. I lived in Jackson, Mississippi. I lived in Vicksburg, Mississippi. And then finally Louisiana, where I graduated from high school.
What was your favorite place when you were growing up?
Didn't have one.
You really?
Didn't matter. I was a kid. I had fun no matter where I was.
I was just thinking, because you might have a favorite place or something.
No, no favorite place.
Okay, what was your favorite thing to do as a boy?
Something you wouldn't know about, because I don't think people do it anymore, and that's what we call shoot marbles.
I'll have to look it up. Don't even have. Don't even.
You don't know what a marble is?
Oh no, shooting. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Cause like I think he played like Jackson. Yeah, I've heard of it.
And then another thing we enjoyed doing was spinning top.
Oh yes, I love those things. You spin it and it just goes.
Oh no, this is the one you wind a string around and then you throw it out. It was made out of wood, sort of big at the top, and then tapered down like 8 tall, and at the very end it had a metal point, and there's a way you can wind a string around, you can throw it out there, jerk the string, and it would land on that point and spin. And what we used to do is a bunch of boys get together and draw a circle, and you had to throw your top so it would spin in that circle, and other boys would throw their tops and then trying to hit yours and knock it out of the circle. Those are my two favorite things to do.
Okay.
Mainly because we didn't have any parks to play in, and we couldn't get enough boys together to play ball.
Okay. Could you tell me 3 significant things that happened to you as a child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the chicken pox.
That doesn't count.
That was significant to me because you're sick, you got all these spots on you, and you don't know what's going on, and
yeah.
so that's dramatic.
You have to think of 2 more.
I don't have to, because I don't have 2 more to tell you.
Okay.
Another significant thing was moving. So, I mean, to leave your school, to leave a town, and then go to a different town, you make new friends. So that's a major thing for a kid. And I guess the third thing would be when my stepfather died. All of a sudden, my mother's without a husband and I'm without a dad. That was quite traumatic.
Why are they? Okay, what is your favorite thing to do now? Well,
As if you don't know.
Go ahead and answer. It's just.
I play golf. That's my favorite thing to do now.
Did you ever picture yourself playing golf in the future? Or no? Yes?
You want the story of how I got into golf?
Yeah. Then that's
Okay, it's a fascinating story.
yeah. Okay. I'm interested.
My first introduction to golf was when I was stationed in Hawaii, and I worked in Preventive Medicine Unit number 6 in the Navy. I was in the Navy, and my boss, I was a laboratory technician, and my boss came through the workspace one day and said, "Who wants to go play golf?" And everybody looked at him like, "This guy's out of his mind." And I said, "I'll go, but I don't know how to play golf." And he said, "I don't care, I just want some company." So that was the first time I went out. So naturally, never having tried the sports before, it was a disaster. And I didn't play anymore for a while. Later on in my naval career, when I got stationed at Guam, and I was the executive officer there, the command master chief came in my office and asked me about playing golf. He said, "We play every Saturday morning. We'd like for you to join us." And I told him no. He kept pestering me about playing golf till I finally offered him a deal. I said, "Master Chief, I'll go play golf with you. But if I don't like it, you're going to have to leave me alone." And he said, "That's a deal, except you got to give it a fair try." And I said, "I'll go more than once." And he said, don't worry, we'll have everything. You just show up. We'll have your golf clubs there. We'll have golf balls, everything you need. All you need is show up. And I've been playing golf ever since.
We're done. Thank you for your insight.
Just so you can watch out for these yourself in the future. Number one is get married. You want to know why? Before you get married, all you have to worry about is yourself. And so life is sort of easy. You take care of yourself and that's it. When you get married, now you're taking on responsibility for another person. No longer do you consider yourself. And the thing about getting married is that you don't just go out there and marry anybody. You find somebody that you love and decide at that point that this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. And so your life changes quite a bit because you now go from being a selfish person and caring about just yourself to being the person now who cares about somebody else more than you care about yourself. And if you listen to the marriage vows, in sickness and health, till death do we part. And if you take those in the seriousness in which they are administered to you, that is an awesome responsibility. That's why that makes probably the most significant event in a person's life. Second significant event is having a child. Because now, think about that. You and your spouse have created life. That's a miracle in and of itself.
Yeah.
And you give birth to this little tiny thing, and you have to nurture it and care for it, and it's a part of you. And then you.
No, it isn't. It's still recording.
It's just a screen went blank. That's all.
Yeah.
And you have to care for it, and you have to give it value, raise it, and make sure that you give it all of the things that it needs to grow and be a success in this world. So I say those are probably the two most significant events that happened in my given my children, a daughter and a son, and of course number one, getting married. Professionally, I think the most significant thing happened to me was when I got selected and promoted to 06 in the military. Because when I first went in the military, I thought that was impossible. And it was something that I never dared to dream about initially. But then as I got into my career, began to advance and climb up the ladder, it looked like it was a remote possibility. And then it became a reality. And that was awesome. Not a whole lot of people get to that level. Like this is an interview. Like I'm interviewing you.